There's been artists working here in the Bluecoat for over 100 years, and they were really the people that saved the building and made it into an art centre all those years ago. And amongst their early numbers were people like Augustus John, and they were instrumental in bringing the post-impressionists to Liverpool, Picasso, Matisse. So artists are incredibly important in this building, and there's been an artistic presence, as I say, since those early years, from about 1906, continuous presence of artists working in the building.
Community here anyway, as I've just sort of said, a massive mix and array of artists and makers who contribute vastly to both the Bluecoat's creative mission, to its charitable mission, and to its place within the city centre's artistic output. It has a regional imprint. There's a whole array of people that we've got here in terms of dancers, in terms of artists, painters, printmakers. We've also got a number of charities, but artist-wise we've got some incredible painters and visual artists, including Marcus, who's just won the Liverpool Art Prize, Benedetto Toole, who was also nominated for that, James Quinn, who won it last year. So we've got a really rich array of very diverse, very successful artists here.
I work on animations, I work on videos, I do a bit of photography, mainly digital photography. I work a bit with typography, do some graphic design and interactive design.
I work in paint at the moment. I've been doing some engraving and printmaking with Robert Porter, who's a jeweller based here too. I also do some sculptural stuff and a lot of work in schools. I do a lot of work with primary school children, some youth work.
I make 3D work and sculpture and prints, and I draw a lot. And in addition to which, I run two spaces at the Bluecoat. One is an intaglio studio, and this is it, it's absolutely marvellous. And the other space is a screen printing studio. In addition to which, in the two spaces that I run, we have courses, classes, workshops, and we have resident artists between 3 and 5 a year.
In terms of the way that we support them, we are a natural network of artists. So we open ourselves out to other arts organisations, we provide links between people both within the building and within the city, and in general we just provide business support where and if it's possible.
That we think everybody can be creative, and our role is to nurture that and encourage it and support it, and one way is through the creative community, and we hope we do that by providing this environment for them.
I see myself as incredibly fortunate to have an investment in these two studios on a floor full of web designers, photographers, painters, and we all come and meet in the corridor and in the kitchen and swap ideas, and the doors are open and we flow in and out of one another's spaces and pass on opportunities wherever we can. So there's a proper feeling of a community here.
Studios is a very good thing. It's great as well to be here. You have this light there, and as Rosalind already said, you have contact to other creative people, and there's good exhibitions downstairs all the time. So you are as well in contact with the creative community just by being here. So yeah, the studio is great.
I really like the atmosphere, like the fact it's central in town. You can get to galleries and museums and shops. And also there's a real history and a heritage in this place. It's a lovely old building.
I share the studio with other people. I must say I do like coming to the Bluecoat because we've got a luxury studio and we can play our music here. And yeah, it's just a very relaxing and creative environment. We've got the best windows in the building, I'm sure you'll agree. So it's much better than staying at home and working in a bedroom.
We've got 9-10 shops, which are all on the ground floor, which are a place which sells the product of people's creativity, I suppose. It's a route for some of the people who work in the building, who make stuff in the building, to get their products out to the public who come to visit the Bluecoat.
And I sell sustainable fashion and handcrafted fashion. It's been quite busy so far. I've not quite finished what I want to do in here, but it's an ongoing process where I can change it from day to day, which I love. So when people come back, it's something different every time they come in. So it's quite refreshing really to have that opportunity. Surrounded by creative people, and it just gives me a lot of inspiration to do what I do, and it's really exciting. We meet a lot of different people, so it's really inspiring.